Good morning, listeners, and welcome to the Trade Talk podcast. Today, we need to start with global cues as the Singapore Nifty is down more than 150 points. Asian stocks and US futures started October on the back foot after the S&P 500 capped its biggest monthly sell-off since March 2020 with further losses. Shares slumped in Japan, Australia, and US contracts retreated. China began a week long holiday and Hong Kong index and market shut for Friday. US benchmarks fell Thursday even after confirmation that the House passed a 9-week spending bill to avert a US government shutdown. The S&P 500 closed at the lowest levels since July, extending its September losses to almost 5%. Economically sensitive companies like industrials and financials were among the worst performers. For our markets, if we see the broader pattern of the market and if we compare that with the short term, then the market is yesterday remain in a narrow range with a negative bias. After approximately 40 days of time, the Nifty is now on the verge of hitting the levels of 20 days simple moving average. It is the longest period that the Nifty has spent above the same, which suggests the strong and consistent trend that we witnessed from the levels of 15,500 to 17,950 levels. And that's the reason we are of the view that in case if we see the market is falling to, let's say, 17,400 or 17,450 levels, then there we should look for adding some long position, as deep buyers may take an opportunity to invest in strong companies with a view of medium to long term. The strategy should be to look for adding some long positions between 17,500 to 17,400 with a stop loss at 17,325 on the downside. So if there is a short term view, then certainly we should look for adding long position if there is lower opening in today's date but with a stop loss at 17,325. If there is a medium to long term view, then certainly we should look for adding select companies with a medium term view. On the higher side, 17,700, 17,800 would act as ultimate resistance for the market. For the October series, our focus should be on pharma, auto, metals, and select IT companies. We are specifically bullish on Sun Pharma, Cipla, Aurobindo Pharma. From the auto basket, we like Mahindra and Mahindra as well as Escorts and Bajaj Auto. Tata Motors should also do well on the back of specific news flow on the semiconductor side. From the metal basket, our focus should be on stocks like Tata Steel, Steel Authority, Jindal Steel and Power. And from the technology basket, we are going to concentrate on TCS, Infosys and Tech Mahindra. India's current account surplus jumped to the levels of 6.5 billions in dollars as compared to the expectations of $2 billion, and such type of swing or say like surplus is positive for our markets. The reason is because it helps our currency to strengthen further, especially when the dollar index, which is moving upward, which is around 94.25, is negative for emerging markets. But if there is jump in the surplus, current account surplus, then it helps that particular country in terms of currency appreciation. So we are not, it will restrict some outflows from our country, but broadly we are of the view that it is mainly because of the robust services export and narrow trade deficit. So broadly we are of the view that FDI investments are increasing. FPI investments are not that great, but FDI, foreign direct investments, are increasing, which is grossly positive for the broader market, and that's the reason we should look for adding some positions on dips, but with a view of 17,700 to 17,800 on the higher side. Friends, that's all from my side. With this, I am ending today's morning podcast. Thank you very much for listening in, and have a great day and nice weekend to all of you.